Okay, Stacy, I've got your posters up, and thank you so much for getting this submitted early. I think it's really smart for you to do that because there's some things I've noticed, and I think there's some things that you're going to want to change once I point those out to you. So in our initial post, you had the all caps, okay, and that's great. But I remember I think I had recommended to include your lowercase letters in case, in the event that you want to include this in your portfolio, it would be expected to include the uppercase letters as well as the lowercase letters and the numerals 0 through 9, which you have done here beautifully. So let me just go straight to the posters and tell you what I'm seeing. Okay, in the display poster, let me just back off on that just a little bit so we can see the whole thing. You've got the promotional poster, and then you've got the display poster. So in the display poster, you're going to want to show your entire alphabet. Whether it be, it's like, for example, you've got a lowercase e here, but the lowercase e in this poster is different. And the lowercase e here is different too. So we've got some inconsistencies here. Now, what I would recommend is I would recommend showing your entire alphabet here. You can keep with the same kind of motif in your posters to add some consistency by adding these clouds here. And then you have your typefaces in the background, but in that center area, that green center area, just give your entire alphabet A through Z, uppercase and lowercase. That way we go to the display poster and we can see your upper and lowercase letters in the display. So I can go ahead and take a look at that. And then we'll go ahead and be able to see that there are some differences here, specifically this E. I think there was... Yeah, the Z right here has this serif over here, but this Z doesn't. So, and then we have a couple of other inconsistencies here. This F has the serifs on top, no serif on the lower crossbar or the bottom towards the baseline of the F, whereas this one does. So again, these inconsistencies are something that would have to be rectified in your final posters. So again, what I would recommend is doing that. I like the colorful play. I think it's playful, and I think the colorful adds a point of visual interest. However, as I said, for consistency's sake, what I would do here is I would add the clouds, those bubbles in the middle, then show your actual typeface. Leave the background the same. In your actual promotion phase poster, I would leave these at full opacity. And then make sure that you're consistent with your letter forms here, but leave those at full opacity. Then one thing else I want to show over here is what I would do here is I would leave that. You have to move this over, but right now it looks like you've got a little bit of a word wrap or a little bit of an indentation in the middle, which is kind of almost looks like it's a mistake. It's not deliberate enough to look like it's intentional. So. And I don't think you need it. I would just reduce the size of this, okay, and then just leave your paragraph alone. Leave that left margin as a straight-edged margin, okay. Yeah, and then I think it would look much better if these were full opacity. So that's what I would recommend, Stacy, just to clear up those inconsistencies in both the letter forms and the visual presentation, making these more of a cohesive and unified set of posters. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to clarify. Thanks, Stacy.